This is a letter to the President of Uganda. Dear Mr. President, on the 29th of January 1986, you took an oath to serve the people of Uganda. But it is my civic right and duty as a Ugandan to say that we are not happy. Ugandans are not happy because of things that I'm going to say. Mr. President, with all due respect, you choose leaders to come on ground to gather information about what affects and would make Ugandans happy. But most of those leaders only present to you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear, for the fear of losing their positions and what comes with such positions. Hence, bringing people like me forward to talk to you about such issues. You might not receive this spoken letter. That is why I didn't write to you, because most of the letters have not reached your table. But with accidental platforms like TikTok and social media, we are given an opportunity to circulate these messages. We plead and ask that you would take this message in its legality and its authenticity. Thank you. First and foremost, we lack the freedom of speech. I'm in fear that by saying things that I'm going to say, I might be gooned or brought to my demise. But Mr. President, this is a democratic country. This is a country that would allow people to speak out. Most of the people have run to the diaspora to express themselves freely about issues that are affecting their loved ones and themselves. But I live in Uganda, and a lot of people have told me that I should be careful of what I speak because it might cause problems. Mr. President, the country should not have such restrictions of God-given rights of speech. Even God, in his sovereignty and his dignity and in his power, gave us the right to have choice and to have speech. That is why he says in the Bible, "Come, let us reason together," says the Lord. It means he would want us to speak and talk to him. That is why so many people in their religions are asked to pray. Prayer is a way of us talking to God. So, Mr. President, allow us the God-given freedom to speak. Come out and clear the air that all Ugandans have freedom to respectful speech, which I am going to give right now. Mr. President, a lot of people who have come out to air out issues and expose people who are doing wrong things and things that do not satisfy the people of Uganda have been brought to their demise. They have been gooned. Their families have been taken in as political prisoners, hence silencing so many young people with talents of speaking to you and of changing what is not right in the government. Since we know that the power lies in the hands of the people, we will take the chances, Mr. President, with all due respect. People have come out, people like the late prominent Chirumira, who came out and exposed the ruffles in the police. He was brought to his demise. And up to date, we have not gotten conclusive statements on who brought him to his demise. People like Jaja Ichuli, aka Ismail Asses, were brought to their demise by people under silence that are, according to witnesses, allegedly were putting on military uniforms. Mr. President, should we just keep quiet as the nation bleeds? By no means I know you would want that to happen. Mr. President, my next point of the dissatisfaction that we have in Uganda is an issue of tribalism and favorism. Father of the nation, we plead to you and we would want you to look into memes like Gambanogu. Such memes have created divisions in people and has caused or have caused hatred towards a specific tribe or specific tribes and ethnicities. For example, on my page, I get threats all the time because of my appearance. People not knowing that not everybody or not everyone who looks like me and people like me has the same beliefs and sentiments that such people who lack moral integrity say to other people. People victimize others and lower, demean, and make others inferior by the languages they speak and what they say to others. Statements like Gambanogu are so famous in Ugandans and we laugh about them. But Ugandans are people who laugh while crying. Such statements should be publicly rebuked, Mr. President. You should come out and rebuke such statements because they are creating divisions. The people arrested now and then for creating divisions and tribalism in people are the innocent ones. Yet the people who go on using their language and statements to demean others are not taken into the coolers. People like Bizonto were imprisoned for stating out facts, yet it is the same people that are giving us reasons to talk about them. Such people should be brought to justice and let the law prevail. Mr. President, we all know that there is no equal opportunities to what Ugandans can get. Opportunities to jobs, opportunities to wealth, and opportunities to status. Mr. President, work on that. You either get a job because of who you know, or the position you hold, or your father holds. That shouldn't be in a country where our motto should be the Pearl of Africa. Or that is something added to Uganda. For God and my country means we put God first, who says, I created man in my own image. Nobody is inferior and nobody is superior than the other. Mr. President, work on those issues. Those are the top issues affecting people. Poverty comes from the lack of opportunities or the lack of divided opportunities into everyone, to everyone equally. We need to have a society and a nation that favors every Ugandan, not just a few. Mr. President, let us study knowing that we will have jobs. A lot of institutions are removed. Institutions like UNRWA, you might have a reason why such things are done, but a lot of Ugandans are losing jobs. A lot of people who are working in UNRWA have lost jobs and don't have a way out. Someone with a degree, a PhD, is going to sit because a lot of sectors or sects are fully loaded with people who don't deserve such jobs. Mr. President, may you work on that with all due respect. I would have so much to say, but this is the time I have, since TikTok only gives me such time. But, Mr. President, take this as something that is good for the nation, because we are bleeding. Allocate funds where they're supposed to be. Appoint leaders who are competent. Thank you.